If you hear any weird sounds during the taping of this, it is my dogs. Hi, my name is Madilyn Bailey, and I want to tell you the story of how I accidentally, on purpose, became an international internet sensation. So that hopefully you'll see how literally anyone can do this with the right ingredients. What qualifies me for this? Well, I've been making content for the internet for over 10 years now. I have over 10 million followers across my platforms and over 1 billion views alone on my YouTube channel, which is crazy. Cool. So now you trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Maybe, kind of. You'll see as we go. I'm going to give you 5 steps. 5 steps on how to become an internet sensation. Are you ready? Step 1. Give up all hope of becoming an internet sensation. The moment you stop trying to be special and you just be yourself is the moment that you've become something special because you've become original. I don't know who that quote's by. It could be me, it could be somebody else. I could not find it on the internet. What I mean by giving up hope of becoming an internet success is that overnight success is not real. When you see that happen to somebody, there are years and years of hard work and development put into what they're doing to get them to the point where they can have overnight success. So instead of chasing that one viral moment, what I advise you to do is to build a catalog of original content that really represents you, your voice, and what you want to put out into the world. Because let's just say you get really lucky, right? You put your first piece of content out there, it goes massively viral. Then what? People go to your channel, there's no other videos. Who are you? Just one video is not enough to tell the story of who you are and what you do. So what's way more exciting is that you post 10, 15 videos and then a video goes viral. People have 10, 15 videos that for you to convince them to why they should continue to follow you and buy into what you're doing. So focus more on the catalog, focus more on making quality content that's original and putting it out there, because honestly, viral videos are just an inevitable thing that comes along with posting great content, and a lot of it. Eventually, you'll have a viral video. So don't chase it, build a catalog. Step 2, I hope you fail a lot. Really positive advice here, really positive advice. My siblings and I like to throw around some really funny oxymorons every once in a while just to get our brains kind of thinking. So I'm going to give you one that we like to throw around, which is, if you're trying to fail, are you failing or succeeding? Let you think about that one for a second. What I mean by failing, right, is if you are failing, it means that you are trying. If you are failing, it means that you can learn. If you are failing, it means you haven't stopped yet. And the only difference between somebody who makes it and doesn't make it, people who made it didn't stop. The people who don't make it decided it wasn't for them and they quit. And that's okay. What I also mean by failing is that you have the opportunity to learn from your mistakes and recalibrate what you're doing and adjust it slightly and put it out and see how audiences respond to it so that you can make better and better content. Also, in the same breath, once you find something that works, you also have to get really good at reinventing yourself, because when you find something that works, it's only going to work for as long as it does. And then what? Well, you're going to have to keep reinventing yourself. You're only done when you say you're done. Step 3, learn to love your haters. What I mean by this is that you're gonna need something more than thick skin to make it on the internet. What I'm suggesting is you need something that comes from blood and sweat and tears and pressure and years of trying and failing and getting back up, a diamond heart. That's what I'm suggesting that you need to build in order to make it on the internet. I actually recently teamed up with Huawei to write a song called Shine Your Diamond Heart that's talking about this particular topic. What do haters mean? Haters mean that you are putting yourself out there. Haters mean that you are reaching a larger audience. Haters mean you are creating something that people have never seen before. And with these particular topics, for some reason, I don't know why, they tend to attract haters. So give yourself a round of applause. Do you have haters? Congrats, you're doing something right. I actually didn't receive a lot of hate on the internet until I had my first mini viral moment when I did a cover of Not Afraid by Eminem. And naturally, seeing a white blonde girl from Wisconsin sing rapping to an Eminem song got very mixed opinions. Some people really liked it and thought it was cool, and some people really hated it. Like, I mean, really hated it. But that was also my first video to surpass 1 million views. So what does that say? Haters come with success. Since haters are an inevitable part of posting content on the internet, we can't just ignore it. So instead, I encourage you to let the haters empower you. I actually took my hate comments and turned them into a song. Basically taking something that was meant to be negative and bring me down, I changed the narrative and I turned it into something powerful and empowering that is entertaining, funny, and also encourages other people to deal with hate in a similar way. Step 4, be poor. For this step, I'm going to quote one of my friends, Jack Conte. He made a really cool video called The Second Creative Renaissance. And my particular favorite quote from the video is, "It's cheaper and more accessible and easier to make creative stuff than it's ever been in human history. There are 2 very important trends setting the stage for a second renaissance. 1, we're all connected. For the first time in human history, we can reach each other through the internet. 2, creation tools. Making stuff is cheap and easy. If you combine these 2 trends, you get an explosion in the number of creative people making stuff and reaching others." So what does this mean for creators? It means that you do not need crazy expensive equipment to make high quality content. And this is great news for anyone who is a creator, because it means that you can work with what you have right now and strive to get better as you go. Let's do a little experiment. Take your phone out for me. Hold it up. Take your phone out. Is it in your pocket, sitting next to you on the counter? Or maybe you're just one of those people who's always misplacing their phones like me. Anyway, think of your phone. Maybe give it a little pet, a little pat. Thank it so much for all that it does for you, because if you have a smartphone, you have better quality equipment than I did when I started out. I had dial-up internet. I had a non-HD camera that I stacked on boxes because I did not have a tripod. You have to start somewhere, and the best place to start is right now, right here, today, with what you have. And also where you're at is another good point. I did not move out to LA the second that I started seeing success online. I waited to move out to LA until it was essential for me to move out there, because I was out in LA doing so much work that it only made sense for me to live there. Like, living at home in Wisconsin was so much cheaper, and I saved so much money by staying home in Wisconsin and making this content. So you can make content with very little money and exactly where you're at. So this is great news for anyone who's a creator. Step number 5, half-ass it. I want to give you one of my favorite quotes from the great Elizabeth Gilbert. Her book, Big Magic, is one of my all-time favorites. I super recommend if you're a creative person to read it, but this is my favorite quote from the book. "A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week." Or, to paraphrase, "A good enough novel written now is better than a perfect novel meticulously written never." I have a secret for you. None of us know what we're doing. I literally make up everything I'm doing as I'm going. Stop being a perfectionist. We do not have time for perfect. We have time to get it done. Put something out there. For the love of creativity and art, please put something out there and learn as you go. As a songwriter, I can tell you that there is never a point where a song is totally perfect and completely finished and awesome, and there's always something I can tweak on it. But what I've had to get really good at is knowing not when a song is perfect, but when it is done. Because a song that is released and out in the world is so much better than one that I never finish writing because I want to get it to be perfect, because perfect isn't a thing, and it just ends up in the graveyard of songs that no one will ever listen to. So put your content out there. The number 1 biggest secret to success, I'm sure you've heard this before, but I'm going to say it again. Create quality content quickly. That means doing the work, but getting it done. In conclusion, I hope you fail, and I hope you get up again. I hope you make content that people hate. so that you also have the opportunity to make content that people love. I hope you get things done instead of getting things right. I hope you stop chasing that 5 minutes of viral fame and you build an empire. Above all, I hope you learn to love the process, because the process is mostly what it is. So my last words to you: number 1, be yourself, be original. Number 2, make mistakes and learn from them. Number 3, build a diamond heart and let it shine. Number 4, make it up as you go. And number 5, get it done. I hope that this advice will help you to accidentally, on purpose, also become an international internet sensation. Bye, guys.